1, go. Hey everybody. I can't really hear. Can't hear this sound on the game. Well, probably because my computer headphone is... My computer volume is turned down way low. And my headphones are sort of half off, half on, because I'm sort of trying to be kind to my ears. After, you know, I've been having a little bit of problems with my ears. Anyways, welcome back. It's Helium Lemon 15. I hope your friend, I don't know, I want to be people's friends. And we are back in the moat, and moat's apple of cider, I guess. So this puzzle never really made sense to me, but now I sort of understand it. You have to put the gears in the water, and see, there's half a gear, so when you put them in the water together with their reflection, they make a whole gear. Yeah. And then these 3 switches, I guess, control the water, so I have to throw one of them, it gets the water going a little bit. Throw one of them, there's 2 of them, it gets the water going a little more. Oh, I see, because you're trying to move the big wheel. Big wheel. So, how's everybody doing? Yeah, as you can tell, probably I just recorded... No, you can't tell. What are you, psychic? No. I just recorded part 12 a minute or so ago. Yeah, just talking a little bit about what I did in my super long vacation in Vermont and Canada, and I did so much while I was there. I missed video games a lot, but you know, I enjoyed the time to be out in nature and whatever. And hey, it's half a boat. You know what that means. Yay! So, I brought along a few things with me. Brought along my couple of sketchbooks that I used for taking notes about my 2 main passions, video games and music. Yay, we opened up the door. That doesn't really matter right now, because we're not done. Well, we're like 2 seconds away from being done. You might notice there's a big suspicious wall behind us that has little green patches, and you know what green patches mean. So I took it away. I took with me my black sketchbook, one of my 2 black sketchbooks, but it's the one I mainly use now to take some notes in it, I guess. And I took one of my red sketchbooks. I have like 3 red sketchbooks from well, I got them in my elementary school days, which I always, when I think about my elementary school days, I find them fascinating, because, I don't know, it's just wondering about me then, like, what was my imagination like, what were my friends like, because, I don't know, I think it cool whenever I can remember something about them, or have some evidence of it, but then I do remember, like, the things that I don't want to remember, and I remember a bunch of, like, embarrassing things or whatever. And here we have we're entering Sal's and Grum for the first time.
Not so terrible.
And it's cool. And, well, it's a big castle, and it's kind of an evil castle. And there's not Helena Bonham Carter, and her not, friends, I guess. Oh man. Her head is shaking like a volcano right before she bursts. And he takes his hat off in honor of the hedgehog. So yes, the entire goal of this castle is to get through that one door. And this castle is huge. It'll take at least 2 videos. probably 3. I'm hoping for an area that takes 3 videos, because that'll be kind of cool. Well,
Apple cooking? Actually, I might.
the Strange Garden / Mushroom Forest took
Not all of it.
4 videos, so I
Why
guess
are you always too small or too tall?
the cabin took
Have you any more fish
2 videos. Whatever. So no, we don't have any fish salver, and Alice is huge, and she catches the queen's attention, and she's like, what is
And
that?
what is this?
What is this? This is a very cool looking castle. Remember during 9th grade, I kinda, out of the blue, got this sudden interest in medieval castles and medieval architecture.
Skulking in the gardens.
And that's one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to play Twilight Princess again, which, by the way, I'm almost done with Twilight Princess. That's been like my big summer project, is playing Twilight Princess. And darn, that has been quite an experience, as you may have heard, or may not. And I'm in the final dungeon, and I'm like, you know, a third of the way through the final dungeon.
Is welcome in my court. Do you croquet?
So I've pretty much 100%ed the game, except for a few things. Like, I wanted to do the game Roll Goal, but I eventually developed an intense hatred for that game, Roll Goal, and anybody who mentions it to me will arouse some hostile memories towards TP. Yeah, so now we're gonna start goofing around, and the cabin is my favorite area in the game. And even though I like nature areas, this is probably my second favorite area in the game. It's just so big, so cool, so, I don't know. Oh, these are the mountains that I was talking about that you can sort of see from every level. And the music in this level is also pretty fantastic, pretty for short. And it just starts out with this really cool place that you can just run around and explore and have a good time. And yeah, it's a really big place. So yeah, I've always thought the music was cool in this area, even though I'm hearing the music extremely softly on my headphones right now. But yes, it makes me happy. So what was I talking about? So, looking at, I don't know, looking at my sketchbook, one of my red sketchbooks that I used in elementary school, and then like a lot of middle school, and then a little bit of 9th grade, but not much of 9th grade. I remember this one time well, most of what I did during middle school, I mean not most of what I did, but because middle school is when I got like really heavily obsessed with Let's Plays, but I couldn't actually do them yet because I was kind of too young and didn't have the right equipment, and I'm still too young to be a Let's Player, but don't tell me that. Yeah, it's so cool. Such a cool view from right here. Of course, none of this can you actually explore. I kind of hate when video games do that. They let you see like a lot of cool stuff off in the distance that you can't actually. Is that the red desert? Right there. And then some stuff. Oh man, that would be cool if that's stuff like that green stuff back there were an actual world. I don't know. I always think the environment and I don't know, the abilities, the music, but mostly the environment is what makes the game for me. This game has a very strange and unique environment, and that's one of the cool things about it. So I'm probably there's just basically one main puzzle. Well, I don't know. You'll see. Oh, wait a second. I'll show you that in a bit. Yeah, so this one time in middle school, I was getting kind of upset at myself because I've always been a heavy procrastinator, and I hated doing my homework. So to get myself through homework, I would be watching a bunch of YouTube videos like at periodic or a little too periodic intervals. I think this is what you have to do. Yeah. Shoot, I messed it up, didn't I? I think I'm supposed to be on the platform when I lift it up. Okay, so let's wait for the time to run out.
Up here somewhere.
So anyway, I was watching this one YouTube series, which, it was, like a walkthrough, sort of this Mario 64 hack, which was meant to be like this super hard Mario 64 hack called Mario's Nightmare 64. And I saw a little bit of it on some other YouTube channel, and then I decided to watch it on the creator's YouTube channel, like APUS, I think, and that's how I've always pronounced his name. APIOEUS. Okay, so there's one little treasure chest hidden somewhere, not there, but this is like the one treasure chest that's given me the hardest time in the game. And I always missed it until, like, recently. But, yeah, now that I found it, pretty much all my, I don't know. I know pretty much how to 100% the game now. So, yeah, Mario's Nightmare 64, and I, just resolved that, to keep myself from being so distracted with it in class. Gosh. It's hidden somewhere, like, camera. Okay, from what I remember, it's hidden. Camera is not being nice to me today. It's not doing what I want it to do. And I remember this one chest is hidden right there in that little thing. If memory serves me correctly. But apparently, I can't.
Where is that potion?
Where's that chest? Labby. Maybe you're supposed to get it from up there. I know, I'm caring more about the chest than about the actual story. Oh, great. This is just great. This is just great. Okay, maybe you're supposed to get it from here. But the thing is, you can only see like one pixel of it. Oh, and that reminds me of, there it is. Thank you. You are supposed to get it from there, okay. No wonder I always had such a hard time seeing it, because I could never figure out where you were supposed to get it from. So I took a page in, one of my old sketchbooks. Darn, it's hard for me to talk about this. And I wrote down all the levels in the game, so like I could, you know, I could immerse myself in the game world without actually having to watch YouTube and possibly keep myself from being distracted from homework so much. And then once I discovered Super Mario 64 Star Road, which I all of a sudden got interested in. I don't know, I saw like a YouTube playlist about it, or I found out about it somehow. I don't really remember how. And so I wrote down all the levels in that game. And yes, we just removed the nasty Black Knight guard.
So, we have a clear path. Let's be hasteful and find.
And so yeah, it just got me interested in Super Mario 64 Star Road. So I've been watching Attacking Toucan's Let's Play of that game right now. And yeah, and I was also kind of thinking about that while I was on my vacation. So that's interesting. I still have so much more to talk about in my vacation, so don't worry. But this video is about 15 minutes right now, so I suppose I'll stop it here. And see you in the next video, where we shall continue exploring the castle, which I think this castle is awesome, and let's hope it takes me like a really long time to finish. So bye.